Hi Aries, this is going to be your love and relationship reading for October. Now, this top row is going to be for Aries singles, and this row is going to be for Aries that are already in a relationship. Now, we're also going to take a look at the card at the bottom of the deck. Now, this can be an overall message for all of you. And the card is the Eight of Wands. Now, the Eight of Wands, as we know, is a card that often deals with communication. It can often be communication that comes through that is very unexpected. It can sometimes be from somebody that we didn't expect to hear from, or indeed, maybe what the person is saying is going to tell us is very unexpected, out of the blue. So, that can apply to all of you. But focusing on the Aries singles to start with, the card you've got at the centre is the Magician. Now, the Magician is a fabulous card because the Magician deals with you manifesting whatever it is that you want, Aries. Now, for some of you, it could be that, yes, you do want to meet somebody. You do want a relationship. Looking at the other cards that you've got, I don't know if that is the be-all and the end-all for you at this moment in October. I actually feel that for the majority of you, you are probably focusing on other aspects or other areas of your life, i.e. your work, your finances, friendships, your family. I think what's important to you at this moment is more about you focusing on yourself, your own life, your own needs, your own wants, and your own happiness. Now, with the past coming through, we do have the Seven of Swords. And this is a card that can deal with sneaky behaviour. It can deal with deceit and lies. So, this is still coming through from the past. And I feel very much that, the person, it may not be the last relationship you had. It may be a relationship from a year or more ago. But I think that whomever you dealt with, and whomever this is talking about for you, the deceit and the lies, it may have been that they were unfaithful, but that won't be for all of you. But I think that's still quite very much on your mind at this moment. And I think for some of you, it's maybe created this situation whereby you may find it very difficult to trust somebody else, that comes into your life. Now, I feel that we're more talking about this lack of trust being more evident now. I don't see it being a long-term issue for you. But the card you've got in the present, you've got the Eight of Cups. So this is a card of walking away. This is a card of knowing that, whether you gave those 8 cups or whether you received those 8 cups. I always say with the Eight of Cups that we're talking about a relationship that overall was not too bad. A relationship whereby, you managed to get 8 cups. One more cup would have been wish fulfillment. But the Eight of Cups is about walking away. And I think that's exactly what this month is going to be about for you, Aries. The need is not necessarily walking away from a person because, obviously if you're single, that's already happened. But I feel it's more about you walking away from any emotions, any feelings, be them good or bad, that are still tied up with the other person. Now, in your advice, you have the 10 of Wands. Now, this is about carrying a heavy burden, feeling the weight. But, it's in your advice position, and it's there to tell you it is a 10. You're near the ending of this cycle, but I do feel that if you can take the advice of the 8 of Cups and, start to move away from any, as I said, emotions and feelings, then, that 10 of Wands, you can start to drop that load, because I feel the 10 of Wands for you is talking more about emotional burden. It's talking more about maybe some, feeling the hurt and the sadness that's been brought about because of another person's deceit and lies. Now, your outcome is lovely. You've got the 10 of Cups here. And, the 10 of Cups for me, maybe for some people, they see the 10 of Cups just about personal relationships. But for me, the 10 of Cups is about emotional contentment, feeling emotionally happy across the board in your life, not just in a personal relationship. So, Aries, maybe that Magician is there to symbolize that for you it is about manifesting your emotional happiness and well-being. Maybe for some of you it is, as I said, working on your finances, on your work. But I don't feel a relationship is going to be of significance to you in this month of October. Now, moving down to Aries couples, the card at the centre is the 8 of Swords. Now, this is this mental imprisonment. The thing with the 8 of Swords is we're keeping the blindfold on. And, we... The other aspect, though, with the 8 of Swords is, again, to get to the 8, we've had to have come from the 7. And the 7, again, as I said, can be about deceit. It can be about lies. So we get to the 8 and we've got that blindfold on, and it's that mental imprisonment whereby we have information. If something has been going on, if there has been any lies or deceit, we are aware of that. But we're choosing to keep ourselves trapped within the realms of a relationship. Because, often, sometimes, even if you think somebody is not on the up and up with you, you can often keep yourself in a relationship because, it can be frightening to leave a relationship, especially if it's been a long-standing relationship. Obviously, if there's feelings and love attached, then it's very difficult. And quite often, we tend to lie to ourselves, if you like. We tend to sweep certain things under the carpet. So the 8 of Swords, as I said, it is this mental imprisonment. But the blindfold needs to come off, because the only person that's keeping you stuck is yourself. Now, moving to the past coming through, you have here the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles is juggling. Now, it can be juggling with a choice, a decision. You know, do you stay? Do you go? If that is the case, then you've obviously been feeling this way for some time. Sometimes the Two of Pentacles could suggest juggling two people, be that yourself or be that your partner. But I feel the Two of Pentacles is more about juggling with a decision in terms of staying or going. Now, the card in the present, we do have the World. Now, the World, as we know, is the ending of a chapter, a cycle of our lives coming to an end. You know, one door closing, new door opening, okay? I love the World card because for me, it talks very much about new beginnings, fresh starts. Yes, for some, it could be a new chapter within a relationship. You know, especially if there has been some deceit. You know, it could be that, you know, we're going to close the door on that's taken place. Because, you know, if somebody has done something wrong and the other person has agreed to forgive them, the only way you can move on from that is by leaving what's been done in the past. So for some of you, that World card could very well be a new chapter within the relationship. But for some of you, it has to be said, it could be here to symbolize, you know, the ending of a relationship. Now, in the advice position, we do have here the Nine of Wands. Now, the Nine of Wands is about having been through challenges. And, you know, we're not down and out. Yes, we may have those scars to show, you know, emotional scars. But the Nine of Wands is very much a card as well about forewarned is forearmed. You know, he's using the wands in that card to act as a barrier. And it may be that for you at the moment, Aries, within this relationship, there may very well be a barrier that's up. Now, that barrier may be from you, it may be from your partner's side. And the barrier is there to you know, to protect. It's there to, you know, suggest that whomever has the barrier up does not want to be hurt anymore. Now, moving on to your outcome, we do have the Wheel of Fortune. Now, there's two aspects for me with this card. One, the Wheel of Fortune can be here, you know, because it is a very karmic card, the Wheel of Fortune. We don't control that wheel, okay? But it could be here to symbolise that for some of you, you know, things are going to start to turn in your favour. You've obviously been through some challenges within this relationship. And, you know, you may feel very stuck at this moment in time. But that will is there, as I said, to suggest that, you know, some good fortune is going to come your way and things are going to start to turn. You know, the wheel's going to start to turn in your favour. But sometimes the Wheel of Fortune can be about second chances, having an opportunity or giving an opportunity to somebody to try again, to do something again, okay? Giving something a do-over, you know, having that opportunity there. So, you know, I feel quite split when it comes to Aries couples. I think for those of you that really want to work on the relationship and repair it and are willing to, you know, forget what's been done and leave it in the past, then I feel, you know, things can start to move forward. But there may be some of you that feel that what's taken place is too much. Too much damage has been done. And October then for you, I feel, is about you needing to free yourself and needing to consider that possibility with that wild card of starting a new chapter in your life. Okay, Aries, that is your reading. Obviously, you must have heard that my speech is not as clear as normal, but due to the surgery I've had, obviously it's impacted on my speech. Each day it is getting clearer, and, you know, it is improving, but it's going to be a process. So, you know, there may be a couple of more weeks, and that's half the reason that I've kind of put off doing these readings, was because of my speech. But, you know, those that want to see my videos will, I guess, accept that and know that over time, as I said, my speech will start to come back to normal again. So, but thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.